Hi there, welcome to Tech Report. Now, expanding to new regions can be a risky proposition. How do you actually know if there will be demand for your products in a new location? One furniture company says online analytics can help inform business decisions, and they have the data to prove that it can pay off. Dean Ramler, founder and CEO of Milan Direct, joins me now in the studio. Dean, look, thanks very much. Look, I suppose just to start with, take us back to when you looked at expanding. I mean, what was going through your mind? I mean, what were you considering, if you like?
Yeah, so at Milan Direct, we like to make objective decisions based on, on data and on fact. So we use Google Analytics and Insights to work out which countries to expand to. So instead of thinking, I feel like, I have a gut feel that the UK might be a good market, we look at the actual data. And so what we did was entered our top 20 products into Google Insights and compared the UK to the USA, and we were able to see that the UK compared to America had much more interest in searching for our product.
How extensive, I suppose, is the analytical data you can get back from I suppose, aspects like Google?
Yeah, well, like Google really breaks it down. So Google Insights will show you seasonality, it'll show you yearly demand of the product, and even rising search terms. So we're able to see, even in a particular category like outdoor furniture in Australia, we can see that there are breakout searches for like timber outdoor furniture within that category.
What in particular, I mean, what aspects of that Google analytics did you actually use? I mean, what were people searching for?
Yeah, so we use Google Analytics, which looks at your website's metrics, so people that are already on your site, and we found the top 20 products there. And then we took those top 20 products, which accounts for 80% of our revenue, and put that into Google Insights. So we were able to see that for the main products at Milan Direct we do sell, that UK customers were likely to purchase.
I was going to say, from the results you got, as you said, the UK was chosen, if you like, above the US. Why?
Yeah.
And was that a surprise?
Yeah, because America's obviously got a massive population compared to the UK, but our results found that UK customers were 4 times more likely than America to purchase our products. And when we compared the UK numbers to Australia, and we know that Milan Direct's been very successful here in Australia, it was very pleasing to find that the UK were twice as likely than Australia to search for our product. So we knew that if Milan Direct's working well in Australia, with those numbers there, it should succeed in the UK. And we've been in the UK now for 3 years, and happy to say that Google doesn't lie, and those numbers are accurate. Every product which Google said would sell has been selling quite well.
So obviously, I mean, there are free as well as paid versions, if you like, in terms of what you're able to get. I mean, has it been worth the investment then?
Yeah, well, most of the tools on Google are free, which is fantastic, so it's readily available information which anyone can take advantage of. With Google Analytics, there is a paid version and a non-paid version, but the paid version on Google is only for very large enterprises that are getting 10 million hits a month. So Milan Direct's quite big, but we're not at that level yet, so we're able to take advantage of the free version.
Look, how big a, I suppose, part has it been in your strategy? I mean, have you actually made product decisions and strategy based on the numbers that you do get back?
Yeah, 100%. So we've been able to, you can see demand for your products worldwide, so we can put in those top 20 items again and see globally where people are searching for. So our global expansion strategy is based on Google Insight data, and even within Australia, we base manufacturing timetables around the Google Insight data. With outdoor furniture, for example, Google Insight shows you the seasonality of the searches in that, the searches in Australia start to rise in August, September, October, November, peaking obviously in December, Jan in summertime, and then it declines. So that's reassuring to know that nobody searches in winter for outdoor furniture. So we hold high stock in summer, and then as the searches go down, we lower our stock as well to match that.
Do you think how big an advantage do you think it gives you over those more, I suppose, traditional bricks and mortar retailers when being able to analyse customer preferences and I suppose thinking?
Yeah, there's a massive advantage for online retailers who use Google Analytics. For example, if you walk into a Harvey Norman, you walk into the store, walk around, and Harvey Norman has no way of knowing what that customer liked, what they didn't like, and why they left the store. At Milan Direct and any online retailer that uses Google Analytics, you can see what keywords brought the customer into the store, what pages they looked at, what pages they didn't look at, what caused them to make a sale, or why did they leave the site. You can see which pages that they left from. As a result, we're constantly optimising our website to give the customer exactly what they're looking for.
Howard, there's obviously a lot has been said and written about the state of the retail market here, both the traditional bricks and mortar as well as the online. I mean, how do you view the retail landscape here in Australia?
Yeah, well, I mean, online retail is absolutely booming. In the Christmas period last year was widely regarded as like the breakout period for online sales, where the masses are jumping online to realise that everyone's realised the massive savings and greater convenience of online shopping. And now we're seeing a lot of the big retailers jumping on board as well, which is fantastic because it brings more awareness to online shopping and the benefits there, and it grows the market space.
Do you expect to see the rate of growth to continue, or do you expect it to quicken or plateau?
I think there's massive growth in online retail in Australia. I read a stat that online retail accounts in Australia for only 5% of total turnover, compared to 10 and 12% in the UK and US. So there's so much room to grow in online retail. And
particularly, do you think for Australian-based online? Because a lot of the talk has been, the high Aussie dollar, people are buying it from overseas online platform, I suppose. I mean, do you see that, or do you think there is a huge growing market for that domestic online dollar?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's jumping online to purchase from local retailers as well because of the convenience and, greater savings. And as more and more people become aware of these savings that they come in online, there's room for domestic retailers to really grow.
Do you worry, though, that with the likes of some of the big heavyweights retailers, David Jones, Myer, Harvey Norman as well to a lesser extent, as they sort of become more engaged and more focused and more of a presence online, that they could start to take up some of that growth?
We really welcome all these big players coming online, as mentioned, because it grows the awareness of the market for online. But a lot of these big retailers actually don't get online. They think just because they've got a website, yes, I'm online. But again, if you don't use these tools that Google provide, and they're readily available for anyone to use, Google Analytics, Google Insights, if you're not tracking the metrics on your site and working out the consumer behaviour of your customer and their buying habits and what they like and don't like, and if you're not constantly optimising your website and your offering, then you're not going to succeed online. And I think a lot of the online retailers who have been around for 5 years, the Milan of the world, we get online and we constantly innovate and improve. So they're not really a threat, but it's a welcome that they're on board.
Dean Ramler, appreciate you coming in this morning. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.